ready? You guys need a war chant again? Sure. Go ahead, each side.
Who is brave?
Athens! Who's braver than Athens?
Keep going, it's your turn. Who are bad actors?
Athens!
Yeah, who are bad actors?
Taunting each other.
Actors? I don't know what to say anymore. Yeah.
Come on, somebody needs to be in ranks. You gotta let them get away with this? I guess
Who will win?
Sparta!
Probably not.
All right, phalanx, advance. Spear points down, slow, left, right, left, right. Hold your formation, push. All right, stop. Sparta achieved a breakthrough on this side of the phalanx.
Yeah! Hey, Victus!
So here's a sarissa, which you can see is considerably longer than the spears you have. So imagine if we have a phalanx of people here. Whoop. Here, you guys stick out your spears. So we have a phalanx of people like me and lots of you guys. What's going to happen? Now the problem with this is, you imagine you saw the difficulty you guys have handling them in ranks 4 or 5 deep. What if you have 16 ranks of guys holding this thing? If one guy starts going nuts with it, it's just chaos. And this isn't a very firm one here, but you get the idea. So this is a new innovation, but this takes even more skill and training than the shorter spears. So one of the keys to Macedonian success is they had to really, really practice this stuff so that everybody would keep their sarissas in exactly the same point all the time. Like sort of layers of canvas laminated together, so it's flexible and fairly light. So Greek hoplites would have had bronze armor, chest armor, which would have been very heavy, hard to move. This gives you a little more mobility, and also in having the extra long spear, this then makes up for some of the weight of the extra spear. So this is the sort of thing that Alexander the Great, those guys would wear into battle. Macedonian sort of laminate armor. So you can see this would be an advantage over some of the heavy stuff that you guys had. Thank you. By the way, our supplier of spears here is Scott Bartell, so please give him your thanks for supplying the weapons here. Do you get a sense of the athismos? Now remember, a real phalanx would have been not 2 rows deep, but something like 8 to 16 or 20 rows deep of people. So you would have had all those guys behind you shoving the ones forward. So whether you wanted to advance if you were in the front line or not, you would have been pushed forward by the guys behind you. So I mean, even here we got a nice press, kind of the crush in there, I think all of you experienced. Magnify that by about 100 times, and there you get some sense of what a hoplite battle would have been like for the ancient Greeks. Does this sound like a good form of warfare? What do you think?
Not if your spears break.
Not if your spears break?
Made of cardboard.
All right, other questions, comments, observations? Anything at all? You guys enjoy your hoplite experience?
How heavy were each of these guys?
How heavy were the guys?
Yeah.
Not that much. I mean, they were probably between 115, 140 pounds, 50 pounds. So they were carrying each maybe, 60 pounds of armor or so. So half your body weight, roughly, something like that. So that's, by the way, that's why you'd be going very slowly. So remember, I kept saying slow. Some of it is you can't run very
A lot of
fast.
people die just by their own people accidentally getting stabbed.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think a lot of people would suffocate sort of in the press or just get squashed. And I'm sure a big cause of injury was trampling. I mean, you saw here already some of you were getting trampled in the press. And if you had all those rows backed up behind you, it would have been, 10 times worse kind of thing going on there. So that's one of the dangers of a hoplite battle, certainly. Questions? All right, thanks for participating in all this. If your spear is hopelessly broken, please take it with you and throw it out. If you think it's salvageable, put it in the pile over here so we can use it for the next class.